What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? Woo! It's been a day. It's been a day. We're gonna keep it going. If you're first time on my live, put first down in the comments. Please tell me where you're from. Really appreciate it if you did. How we doing, Lamar? How we doing, Alan? What's going on? Everybody's coming in. It's gonna get crunk in a minute. Miami in the house. What's up, Lamar? What part? I got some family out there. What's up, fam? I'm setting up my other streams. There we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hey. What's going on? If you ever guys ever want to get on my Zoom, you gotta join my Facebook group. You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I don't know why.
Oh, you dropped here. Let me get to it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing good. What's up? That's why you back.
Let me mute me. Okay, now I can hear you.
Cool.
Hold
cool,
on,
cool.
I gotta mute myself.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Hold on. Let me mute myself real quick. Hold on.
What's up? What's up? You back? How did y'all enjoy yesterday? Did anybody take action since yesterday? Did you learn some stuff? And if you got any questions while I'm getting everything set up, you could drop them in the comments. I want to make sure. I don't want to just be giving out information and you're not getting it. Okay? What's the point? Okay? So I know all this information. I got inside scoop. I have access to this. I have had results from this information, and I'm giving it out for free. And I don't mind doing that, but my ultimate goal, if I'm going to give it out, if I'm going to put the time into giving it out for free, I want to make sure that you understand it and that you can do it and start making money from it. All right, that's the whole point. So anytime I go live or anytime you see any pieces of my content and I say something, man, feel free to say, yo, Ronnie, man, that makes sense, but I don't get this part. Can you do a video on this? Can you go a little bit deeper on this? I'll create a whole product around it, digital product or a course. But tonight, yo, we're going to be talking about mindset coaching, man. Mindset coaching I do on Mondays. This is the difference between me and my mindset coaching and everybody else that's out there. Most mindset coaches, they're going to just motivate you. We're like, hey, be positive, smile. No, I'm gonna tell you how you get the mindset. Because it's hard having a good mindset when your life is all messed up. Man, who's going through some stuff right now in their life? Right? Who is going through some stuff, man, and you want to be positive and you want to be happy, you want to be productive, but you just, it's just hard pumping yourself up. It's each day when you wake up, man, I got to get out of bed. I got to go to work. I got to go to work because I got to pay bills. If I don't pay the bills, they're going to cut my lights off. I ain't going to have no money, right? So there's things that you can do for yourself, mentally, physically, all these types of things you can do so that when those things happen, you can push yourself through it, right? And it won't feel so forced and you still be depressed. You know what I mean? And one of the things I do in my group, you guys, I always nominate, or I won't say nominate, I always recommend a book, a book that I've read or I'm reading that I learned so much. Because you guys got to understand this. I went through the same thing too. All right, I ain't going to go, y'all know how I get. I don't be liking I don't mind doing it, but I know y'all need it. I know y'all need to see I'm human and stuff, but man, I was super duper depressed too. I was human. I am human. I went through it, you guys. I dreaded getting up. I didn't like my life, and I was so depressed, and I was like, I'm depressed because I shouldn't feel depressed. Do you know what I mean? I was depressed because I was like, I shouldn't be depressed because I'm actually blessed, right? I hate my job, but I got a job and they pay me money. You know what I'm saying? I may not be living the best life, but I have a life. I got a wife. She love me. She don't cheat on me. We ain't toxic, right? So why am I unhappy? I have children. They're not in no crime. They're not doing no mischievous stuff. They're not giving me a hard time. They go to school. They do their work. They come home. They yes sir, yes ma'am. So why am I not happy? And that made me more depressed. I should be happy. I should be feeling like the greatest man on the planet because I got a beautiful wife that loves me. I have 5 beautiful kids that love me and they respect me. So what's wrong? What's wrong with me? Right? Why can't I just... It was like something wasn't missing. And, I went to church. You know what I'm saying? I was going to church every Sunday and guys, I get it, man. And you be like, man, where did this? I would look back at I'd be sitting down, I'd be alone, I'd be thinking to myself, like, man, when I was like 12 years old, like, man, what I didn't imagine this. I imagined way more than this. I was hoping way more than this. Like, this is gonna be like this. Oh man, I turned into an adult. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I turned into an adult and it wasn't what I thought. And I just woke up. This is it. This is reality of being a black man who's married with kids, and you work your job, you kiss your wife before you go to work, you kiss her when you come home, you do these little vacations with your kids, you help them with homework, and dude, you should be freaking happy. But I wasn't happy. And it wasn't nobody's fault, and they couldn't make me happy. I had to figure it out what was going on in my life and make me happy. I was doing what people said I should do and was saying I should be happy, and that's not how it's supposed to be. And I used to even blame God. God said, hey, I ain't tell you to get into retail. I didn't tell you to get that job. You doing good. You staying out of trouble. You doing the bare minimum and you doing basic, but I ain't tell you to do none of that stuff. That's what you did. And you know what? I've been trying to make sure that you be somewhat happy, but you totally did whatever you wanted. And this is how you ended up here. Because he says, I have a plan for you, plans to give you hope and a future. He created me. He knows what I'm supposed to do in order to be happy. And I never built an intimate relationship with him so he could tell me exactly what I need to be doing instead of me just bouncing off of life. When I had my son, I need to get this job. I need to work here. I need to work both of these jobs. I got to create some money. I need to provide for my family. Yes, but not the way I was doing it. I was doing it the way I thought I was supposed to doing it, and I was supposed to be doing what I was sent here to do, and I didn't discover it until later. And you know what? When you start going through that depression and you feeling all of that, and then things get worse, and you really be upset. You're like, yo, I was going to work. I was there on time. Every day, no call out. I went in when I was sick. I went in when I was depressed. I went in when my car was broke down. I went in when it was snowing and raining because I was a general manager. I had to go to work, period. I showed up every time, and then I lost my job and I didn't do nothing. I wasn't doing no drugs. I wasn't being rude to customers. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, and I still lost my job. And I said, all right, this ain't fair. Now I know you picking on me. Now I know you freaking picking on me now. Now I know that me and you got a problem because I done did everything. I ain't out here selling dope. I ain't no crappy freaking baby daddy. I ain't no sorry low down deadbeat husband. I got my butt up. I went to work. I did everything I was supposed to do. Everything that everybody said I was supposed to do so I could look myself in the mirror just a little bit, and you're going to take everything? And I was mad. But it was my fault I got into that situation, ladies and gentlemen. We got to wake up. I needed that to wake me up. So that, you know what? You feeling this way, you're going to keep ignoring it, and you're going to wake up and you're going to be 60 years old, and you're really going to be depressed. So I need to shut all this down. No, sometimes you know what you do when your computer acting real funny and you can't figure out what's going on with your computer and you pushing all these buttons, and you know what? Sometimes you just got to shut it off and reboot it. And then when you reboot it, man, you're like, oh, I don't know what happened, but everything's working fine now. Sometimes God got to shut everything down. Everything. And reboot. And I'm glad I went through that, you guys. Because I would have never did it myself. And that's why people be unaliving themselves. And nobody don't know why. You ever heard those stories? Man, I don't even know why I didn't see no signs. He wasn't drinking. He went to church. He took care of his family. Did y'all ever hear that story about Twitch? I know y'all heard the news story, but I really went in and I started doing some research from Twitch. If you don't know who Twitch is, he was a dancer. He was on America's Got Talent or So You Think You Can Dance or something like that. And long story short, he ended up being a co-host on the Ellen Show, right? He was just a DJ and he ended up being fully part of the show. On every episode was getting paid good money. He was on TikTok. He was blowing up on TikTok, getting brand deals, doing commercials, and then out of the blue, he takes his life. Beautiful wife, beautiful home. He had children, everything, and then boom, he ended it. Now, of course, I don't know everything, but the point I'm trying to make is when stuff is going on like that, only you know, and this is why we don't understand, because that person even feels bad that they feel this way because they know they're lucky to be in a position like this. And I can imagine, because I wasn't rich and famous, he's rich and famous, and he was feeling like that. So I'm sure he felt extra guilty if he wasn't truly happy. You see what I'm saying? It's deep, you guys. So I'm going to get into this book. Y'all want to hear the book? One of the books I read that helped me get out of this. And I read this book and it helped me like change my whole mindset. It helped me get up off of my butt and stop having a pity party. This is outside of the Bible. All right. We already know the Bible. I had to get into the Bible. Okay. So that's neither here nor there. The Bible was a big part of this. I had to stop just reading the Bible and start reading the Bible. Right. But I also know God led me to these books, a lot of these books. So I want to tell you about one of them. I believe this book is in my course right now. If not, it's definitely going to get added to it. Let me see if I can find it on my notes, you guys. I want to go off my notes and stuff. All right. How y'all doing? Y'all feel me so far? Did I get your attention? Everybody else then left. They didn't got what they needed. They gone. But I like intimate settings. It's going to be a day when it's going to be thousands of people on my lives and stuff. And I'm going to miss when it was 6 and 7 people. So whoever's still riding with me, that's the real people. And that was the people I ain't going to never forget. I'm going to say, yo, this person was on my live before all y'all late people came in. They got me. They was on all my lives. They couldn't wait to get on my lives. They was engaging in my lives. So let's get those likes up, you guys. Let's get the likes up for the real people. You wanted the real people? Let's boost them up. Let's get those likes up to 1K. What is going on? What is going on? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to stop giving my team access to my computer because I don't know what be going on when they crowd. They doing the most. They got to learn how to put stuff back. I can't find my freaking notes. Crowd. All right. What the heck? All right, so I don't know where all my stuff is. I'm just gonna go off like this. So this is the name. Hey, yo, hey, tell one of them to bring my book so I won't have to leave this alive. Tell one of them to come here. One of the offspring. All right, one of the legacy. Tell one of the legacy holders to come here. Anybody. The name of the book is called I don't curse you guys, it's called You Are a Bad A. All right? Put in the comments if you know what I mean when I say, hey, bring me that book over there. No, the other kid in the room. Bring me the book right there. It's just me and you. Thank you. Come on, man.
Is that what you call me here for?
Oh, no, that's the wrong book. My bad. The other yellow book up under that.
There's nothing up under.
If you look up under the table.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's there. That's where I keep all my books, man. Appreciate you. And you're awesome. You know what?
I'm not.
You're the best thing. One of the best things ever happened to me. All right. So it might be backwards. Is it backwards? I'm sorry. All right. It's by Jen Sincero. Okay? I read this book. I don't know. When was this book printed? When was this book printed? Let me see. I'm going to break it down to y'all. I want y'all to go out and read it. I don't even know when it was printed. This book was printed, 2000. This book was made 2013. I probably read it around 2019. All right? It is a real good book. Have anybody ever read that book? Let me just tell y'all, this is what made me. Yeah, I see covers like that. I don't really pay attention to covers because that's their job to really get your attention. What I like to do to make sure I'm going to get ready to read a good book or check to see if this book I buy is going to be good, I like to look at the contents so I can see the name of the chapters. Check out the name of the chapters. Chapter 1, my subconscious mind made me do it. Chapter 2, the G word. Chapter 3, present as a pigeon. Chapter 4, the big snooze. Chapter 5, self-perception is a zoo. Then part 1 was called How You Got This Way. That's what got my attention. Part 1 of the book is How You Got This Way. Part 2 is How to Embrace Your Inner Bad A. All right? Chapter 6, Love the One You Is. I'm not making this up. That's what the book says. Love the One You Is. Chapter 7, I know you are, but when am I? It made me laugh before I even started reading it. It's bringing back memories. Chapter 8, what are you doing here? Chapter 9, loincloth man. That is a deep chapter. Chapter 10, meditation 101. Oh yeah, this is up under part 3. Part 3 is how to tap into the mother lobe. So chapter 10, meditation 101. Chapter 11, your brain is your bee. All right, y'all know what I mean when I say bee, right? Chapter 12, lead with your crotch. That's why I got the book. All right, chapter 13, give and let give. Chapter 14, gratitude, the gateway drug to awesomeness. Man, it's cool. Chapter 15, forgive or fester. Chapter 16, loosen your bone, Wilma. This is what it's saying. I'm not making this up. Part 4, how to get over your BS already. This is what I was going through. I needed to laugh, and I needed somebody who got me or understood me some type of way, and I found a lot of this stuff about myself outside of the Bible in this book. And this is why I encourage my people, man, you got to read, right? When I'm not there, when your friend's not there, when nobody's there, man, somebody experienced it, and God blessed them with the words that could be a ministry to you guys. And they don't even always have to be saved. You know what I'm saying? So open your mind. Chapter 17. It's so easy once you figure out it isn't hard. Who gets that? Chapter 18. And if y'all in my group, y'all know I be talking about these things. This is why I be getting it. And I be practicing what I be teaching you guys. Chapter 18, procrastination, perfection, and a polished beer garden. Chapter 19, the drama of overwhelm. Chapter 20, fear is for suckers. Chapter 21, millions of mirrors. That is a deep chapter. Chapter 22, the sweet life. And then part 5, how to kick some A. Chapter 23, the almighty decision. Chapter 24, money, your new best friend. Oh boy. Chapter 25, remember to surrender. Man, that's a deep chapter. I'm going to read this again. I didn't make myself excited about it again. I'm going to read it again tonight. Chapter 26, doing versus spewing. S-P-E-W-I-N-G. Chapter 27, beam me up, Scotty. So those are the chapters in this book. All right? This is not a joke. This is a real, real good book. So I'm going to give y'all a brief summary of all of it. Make sure y'all go somewhere and get it. You can get it on Amazon. You know, they got Audible and stuff. Or whatever. All right. So let me see what I can talk about. All right. So this is some of my notes. One thing I like about aging is that with each year, I care less about what people think. This is me. I've always wondered why old people are so direct and unapologetic. Who's over 40? When you get 40, right, you don't care. Who's over 40 and getting close to 40, you kind of understand how I'm thinking. But I believe that's why. They've been around long enough that reality has reassured them countless times opinions don't matter, especially not from those haters. Man, I be out here, man, these haters be going in my comments and stuff. Every now and again, some of them will get through my filters that be blocking them out, and they actually think that we care. Like, y'all don't hurt my fellas. I don't care what you think about me. I got 8,000 other people on my following list that do. Man, stop. The sad thing about learning this lesson only late in life, that was my thing, is that you might not have the energy or time to still achieve your dream, whatever that may be. So the sooner you learn it, the better. You don't have to feel like this or learn this wisdom at 40. And that's what she's saying. All right. If you're young and worried about what other people think, this book is for you. All right. But if you're still feeling like this at that age, this book is for you. All right, so this is my favorite 3. All right, so You Are a Bad A is a combination of several years. This is what it's about, of helping people transform their lives from loser to happy-go-lucky, and it comes packed with fun stories and valuable lessons. Okay, but here are my favorite 3. Number 1. Decide you'll stop caring what other people think right now. And I know that you hear that, but sometimes when you read it, like when I read it in the book, it clicked. It was simple. People say it all the time, but I read it in her book at that precise moment. It clicked in me, you guys. And I mean that. You ever been driving and you see something and it probably don't got nothing to do with how you've been feeling in life, and you see a sign and it says stop or something, and you be like, oh man, stop. I need to stop. Thank you, God. Big old red sign, and everybody think you crazy. You know, like that's what happened to me when I read that part. Number 2, Figure out what you want, but don't obsess about how you'll get there. Oh my God, that was me. That was number 2. Number 3, if your habits, surroundings, and friends don't support you, it's time to change them. I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I'm not joking, right? Only friends I have is my wife, my mom, my sisters, my kids. It's a few members in our church, but my circle is so close. I got rid of friends that I grew up with. They knew all about me. We would ride for each other, but our season had been over, and I was trying to hold on to it. Sometimes you got to do that, and it's gonna hurt. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something that you don't want to hear. Sometimes that might be a husband or a wife that you ain't have no business in a marriage with those folks anyway. You know what I'm saying? That could be a boyfriend. That could be family. I'm sorry to say it. Sometimes it be your cousin, your uncle, your brother. You need to cut your brother off. He a grown freaking man. He too toxic. He too negative. He holding you back. We trying to save these people. We trying to change for these people. Man, that ain't our job. That's their job. All right. So lesson 1. All right. Draw a line. This is what she said. Draw a line in the sand. All right. Do you know how to remember some people for one distinct thing they taught you? With one girl from high school, the only thing, and this is the author, I'm reading, this is some notes. With one girl from high school, the only thing I ever really learned from her came in the form of a status update she posted on Facebook. All right, so this is what she read one day on Facebook in a post, and this is what the post said. If people say they don't have time for you, it just means that other things are more important to them. And this is what she says. I've never forgotten this lesson. How you choose to spend your time is entirely up to you. So how you distribute it reflects your true priorities, no matter what you claim they might be. Naturally, chasing a distant dream of yours infers choosing yourself over others, and that always creates some fallout. I'm sorry I'm blurring out, guys. Man, it's really, really deep. I got to get serious with y'all now. So you get an example. If you're aspiring to be a writer like she is, some of the comfort you usually get from hanging out with friends will have to come from appreciating the time you now spend writing. Y'all get that? Being serious means putting in days, months, years of work. You'll lose some friends. You'll go to less happy hours and football games. You'll be laughed at, ridiculed, made fun of. But none of that matters if you're happy spending time chasing what others don't dare to do. To really go for your dream, you must put your inner bad A in charge. Lesson number 2. Know what you want, but be flexible about the how. I hope y'all taking notes. If you don't know, all this is in the book. I beg y'all to read, man. She says, know what you want, but be flexible about the how. I'm gonna give you a little bit. All right? I just want to give y'all a little bit. Sticking with the example of becoming a writer, here's how most people go about that particular dream. All right? Number 1, they realize they want to be a writer. Number 2, they analyze every writer that inspires them in detail, learn about their past to discuss and craft a master plan of which track they can follow. Number 3, give up after 6 months of analysis paralysis and not writing a single word. Man, as a coach or a mentor, man, y'all know how many people quit that I done met because they just consumed. They just consumed. People be coming to me like I've bought 18 courses. All my email is just filled up with ebooks and lead magnets, and I done did Zoom calls. I done did everything. I got 18 virtual mentors from different profiles across different platforms that I follow, and I'm always getting notifications. I don't know what's what anymore. All the time. Listen, that's the kind of trap you should try to avoid at all costs. I had to pick one person and trust that one person is going to take me where I needed to go when I found a mentor. For months, he was the only one I listened to and showed up for. I got rid of every other person that I had followed, subscribed to, everything, and I only was consuming his stuff. So I could know if I was doing something wrong, where it was. You got all these different people you following, all these different methods and strategies and plans and hacks and tips from all these different people that had success in their businesses that worked for them. You trying everything. You feel if you try all of them, you're going to increase your odds of being successful, and that's not how it works. So this is what the author suggests. She says, Jen suggests doing so by figuring out what you want, but not obsessing over how you'll get there. Here's an updated plan for becoming a writer. Here's the updated plan of what we just talked about. Realize you want to be a writer? Start writing. And it's so simple. This is the thing that I can't really teach, but I try and teach. But you guys won't believe how hard it is to get people to start. And what's so sad about it, I get it, because I experienced it, but I thought since I experienced it, I would be able to help people. But I don't know, it's just a personal thing for everybody. Some people just won't start. They're trying to find every reason to not to that they think is going to be the reason that's going to be perfect for the time when they actually do. And I don't get it. It's like simple. Start. There really isn't much more to it. Imagine making your way through a poorly trodden forest. This is the author. This is what she's saying. Imagine making your way through a poorly trodden forest. You'll find and shape your own paths as you go along. The most reassuring thing you can do to get the confidence to call yourself a writer is write. Do y'all, man, not seek comfort from other writers? Y'all not going to get it. Over time, with more and more hours of writing practice put in, you'll get into a virtuous cycle that positively reinforces your attitude and thus gets you to write even more. This is what actually lets you make progress towards your goal, not planning or debating or strategizing. Come on, y'all. This is some powerful stuff, man. Mindset coaching, man. Lesson number 3. This is going to be the last one. I want you to get that book, and y'all get the book, y'all let me know. All right, take a picture, take a selfie with it, and say, yo, man, this Dallas Cowboy fan I saw on TikTok that was representing one of the greatest football teams in the whole world told me about this book. And he was pretty good looking, too. But I heard he's married. All right. When your environment doesn't support you, this is lesson number 3, and we're going to wrap it up. When your environment doesn't support you, change your environment. I mean, it's so simple. I used to live in Macon. I live in Smyrna, Cobb County now. I got the H on. I wish I could say that. It just has more power, but I got the H on. Real. I didn't even have a place to stay up here. I remember telling my wife, I'm like, baby, we getting out of here. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to work and I'm going to save and just go, and I'm going to send back the money to take care of you and use the rest of the money and get us a house. Within, I think 2 months, I had locked down us a house up here, and I moved my family. I hired a team. I ain't even come back. I said, baby, it's some people I done paid for. They finna come move all this stuff into the truck. You ain't even got to move it. And we got the H on and never looked back. Never. It was simple. She says, having a thick skin to deal with the ridicule of friends or shooting down the attempts to distract you is one thing. Making a conscious decision to actually get rid of some of the weights that are dragging you down is another. That's tough. If your environment, your habits, your friends, even your family don't lift you up in your journey towards a life you'll be glad to live when it's over, it's time to make some changes. Big ones. Those could be internal and external. As long as they shift the focus of your life towards making your dream the centerpiece. For example, if playing Bubble Blast for 30 minutes every morning over breakfast is something you enjoy, but that cuts into your writing time, maybe you can shave off the last 10 minutes in exchange for recording a voice memo you can transcribe later in your day. But you want to play Bubble Blast. What's your favorite game? Let me tell y'all, man, I love Bejeweled Live. Man, that game is so addictive. I could play it for hours. I had to, when she was saying this, I'm not joking right now, but I still love that game. I got to be careful. Like, oh, somebody beat me on the leaderboard. Oh, do I need to go in? I know I can crush them. That game is the devil. Oh, Bejeweled Live is so fun. I could be on it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and I realized that was actually the devil, because I was playing it mainly not just for how fun it was, but it was an escape from my reality. Anytime you playing something like playing a video game, period, unless you're a gamer and you've earned the privilege to play games, because there are gamers now, but if you're not a gamer and you're playing video games for hours, you trying to escape your reality. And that's what I had to come to realize about myself. You know what? All right. We'll see if, make sure Bejeweled Live got a 401k for your behind. I know y'all ain't gonna most of y'all probably just gonna take this information and just go right back to your regular scheduled life. But I hope one of you guys, or all of you guys, are at least planted the seed. She says, similarly, if an old friend you see once a month spends most of your conversation time mocking your writing attempts, maybe that's an hour a month you can save. Well, dedicate to writing instead. And I tell you another thing, some of your friends, they may not be negative, okay? They ain't gonna say nothing like, yo, oh man, you need to give that up. That ain't gonna never happen. Why don't you do this, man? You wasting your time. Some friends may not do that, but they're not pouring into you either, right? Some friends are gossipers. What do you need all that crap? Well, how this gonna help me? What the heck? Now that got to do with me. Why are we talking about Mary Jo Beth and her husband again? Then he done did this. How is this gonna help me? And y'all done talked about it for hours now. You need to remove yourself from those people. If I call a friend today, I promise you, if I call one of my friends today, my new friends, they'll be like, yo, man, you seen what happened in the stock market? Man, we're gonna be talking about money. And if I say something like, yo, man, like, how are you and your wife? Yo, man, we good, man. We straight. You know what I'm saying? We married, so it is what it is. But, man, I'm more concerned about where this Bitcoin headed. If my Bitcoin go back up, me and my wife going to be straight. Why you asking? I was just trying to have a conversation, bro. That's all. Me too. I was watching that video. I'm just being real. All right, so this is what they say. I'm not saying these decisions are easy, but I have a hunch. This is the author. She's saying this. She's onto something that's absolutely that'll absolutely minimize the number of regrets we have at the end of our lives. So that's what you got to think about, and that's a good thing. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. I don't even have all my notes. Right? These are like bullet points and little things I copied out of the stuff. I'm gonna probably do another one, a full review, because I can't find my notes. I don't know what folder it is. I gave somebody access to my computer to do some stuff, and I don't know where the heck they put it at. So I'm gonna hit them up like, hey, where the heck you put the stuff? God, man, put it back. I don't know nothing. I feel lost. Did y'all get some value from this though? I recorded this live, okay? So I'm gonna drop it in my Facebook group or my Discord or my YouTube channel. You guys, if you didn't know, in the course, there is a mindset coaching tab. I'm not even gonna tell you because I want you to find it. Honestly, I don't know where it's at myself, but it's in there because every time I drop a video, I attach the link to that place in the course, so you guys automatically get all of my replays. Okay, so there's that, and I want you to get this book. All right, go to the website, get the book, get the Audible, get something. I like touching pages. Right? And I use receipts for bookmarks. You know what I'm saying? And I know, man. Y'all be thinking I just be calling out these books. Hey, yo, you. That one, look right there and get all of those books. I want to show these people. I ain't no type of person that all these books I be telling y'all I be done read. Oh, I just read everything, anything that's real close to my computer. It's a lot more. Get all of them. I don't be playing, so I just reread this one again. I like to read this like every 3 months. All right, so this is right. It's right by my computer. It remind me. Sometimes I just look at it. Just having it there, just looking at it, remind me of some stuff because I've read it so many times. We talked about this book right here. I read it. Y'all don't be just telling y'all about that stuff. This is what me and my family read every night in our family devotion. I know how some people feel about Joel Osteen, but this is a really good book. You should read this with your family. If you don't do family devotion every night, man, you need to start doing it. Family that prays together stays together. All right? Thank you so much, baby. This is just something I got around me. All right. So this is what I'm reading right now, actually. All right. This guy. All right. I told y'all about this. Look how messed up. You see the love in these books. I'll be playing. All right. Y'all be wondering how these people be successful because we be doing this right here. Everything my mentor tells me, since he became my mentor, I did it, even all the way down to the books, right? And these are just a few of them. All those books that are in the course, I read every single one of them, and I'm gonna update it and show you all some more books that I've read. I got hundreds of them. I could probably do a freaking shelf, right? But this is the one. If you want to get ahead of the game and start reading this right here, this is what I'm reading now. So in our future mindset coaching, I'm gonna break this down. All right, this is more a business-minded book, but I like the way they explain it. I love it. This one I've been meaning to read for a while, but you always be seeing another book and you forget about another book. All right, that's me. So I'm late reading this, and I'm like, man, this guy is the truth, man. So it's a one-page marketing plan, right? And I was thinking about starting a book club. Maybe I'll do that or whatever. But y'all look at this like I be like, really? Look. I'm not joking. I read. I be like, oh, I gotta remember this part. Who does this unless they like to read? Nobody don't be doing that. Only me. I'm an introvert, and that's just me, you guys. I love learning. My job is make sure that I learn so much till I'm able to help and teach other people. I'm gonna lose a job if everybody exceeds me. I'm gonna be out of business. I'm gonna have to figure something else out, right? And you got to stay up on top of the times, right? I can't just be the same. Like, things change. Now we got AI. I just took a whole course that I bought. I took a whole Chat GPT course. But as soon as I went through that, they said some other technology came out. I was like, crap. So I took that too. Well, I just shut up and took it. But I'm never gonna stop learning. Okay? And you shouldn't either. And you can learn stuff. It ain't always just like business stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all of it is stuff you can use, the principles and the values of these books you can take and use in your business, use in your personal life, right? But somebody has experienced some stuff and they are better at telling it. So that's why they write books. They have a talent. Okay? When you see a bestseller, like, just to start with a bestseller, if you see a bestseller, it's a bestseller for a reason. Take note of it. Right? If it's not stuff you went to, that's cool. But if it says something about business, marketing, mindset, marriage, and and you married, and it's a bestseller, you better check it out. See why everybody like loving this author. For real, for real, for real. Somebody's book can save you like it saved me. A book. You trying to find it, all you need to go is to go to Barnes and Noble. I love, man, y'all got Barnes and Noble, man. If you a geek like me, Barnes and Noble is like the club. I get excited going there. If they charge to get in Barnes and Noble, I'd be standing in the line like them club folks, trying to get a book. We be so nerdy in there, man. When that new book drop, I be thinking about like, man, we some real nerds. We excited about a book. Our life is over, you guys. This is what it came to, and we actually love it. We're happy. What happened? We're at Barnes and Nobles on Friday night, waiting for a book to drop so we can get a special discount. This is it. But we really be happy, be excited. You can't tell us nothing. Books, man, I love reading. Okay, I love learning. I love somebody else's perspective on some things, right? I love being enlightened, right? I need that energy from it. You know what I mean? It's amazing how somebody can reach you and never even meet you and never even know they changed your life. And you have gratitude for that. Just like, I'll never probably meet this lady, but I'd probably cry if I saw her. And I'd say, man, you have no idea what your book did to me when I read it 4 years ago. It was on time. You said everything line by line that made sense to me. And if I wouldn't have read this book, if God wouldn't have led me to your book and I wasn't obedient and I read it, there's no telling where I'd be. Thank you, ma'am, for taking the time and overcome whatever you had to overcome to actually craft this work of art into these pages. Thank you. I would tell her that. All right. And I'm not getting paid by this lady for this book. So I'll let you know right there. Hey, man, I love all of you guys. Thank you for coming for my mindset coaching. I do mindset coaching every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Keyword Eastern. If you come in and you on the West Coast out there in Cali at 7, you're going to be to miss me 3 hours ago. But the cool thing is I record all of my sessions and I drop them in my community. Only way to get access to those recordings if you missed it or you came in the middle, whatever, is to join my group. That group is in my bio. If you really want to get down with me, I got a paid community where I can help you do what you're trying to do in your business, right? Hit me up. Go to dadlearnsmoney.com. If you forget that, go to the pinned video in my bio. All the information is there how you can get right in front of me and we can be friends because you know what you are? That. Yep, that ended wrong. You know what you are? That. I had to do it right because my editor, he gonna be like, why you ain't do it again so I can end off with a good note. That's why I did that, yo. My editor is off the chain. Peace, stay blessed, and I'm gonna see you on the other side of success. If y'all on the Zoom, I'm gonna hit you up if y'all got any questions. We out.